Good morning, Tennessee Valley. We're here on this Friday morning.
Is it a beautiful Friday morning?
It just depends on your opinion.
It's wet. It's wet, regardless if it's raining right now or if it rained yesterday. It's going to rain this afternoon. It's a wet Friday morning, and I'm sure, yeah, it's wet somewhere.
Somewhere it's wet.
Yeah,
some people might find that beautiful. So it could be a beautiful Friday morning.
Ducks will find that beautiful.
That was Thursday.
Yeah.
That was yesterday's weather.
But you know what do they say? April showers bring May flowers.
Right.
I tell you what, dude, I'm going to have so much pollen in my nose in May. There's so many flowers going to be blooming in May. Because already this is what, fifth day of April? And already rain.
Rain.
No snow, rain.
But it's supposed to be a beautiful weekend, James.
It is.
It is.
And it has to be because there's a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of things going on.
We had rain, we had rain last Sunday, which was the last day of March, and now into April, and we're going to have nice days. We got to have nice,
nice days. We're ready for it, aren't we?
Do you remember? I think it was back several years ago. It rained every weekend. You remember that for like 4 months?
Yeah.
And all through the week it was nice, and as soon as you got off of work, as soon as the weekend came around, it rained.
That was when we were in Indiana.
Yeah,
yes,
it was Indiana
did.
weather.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. We couldn't get anything done.
Nope.
Because
that was good. I had to mow grass. I had to go out there with a machete later on.
We couldn't get out through there.
There was you couldn't see out the door. I mean, it was growing fast and quick and high. But that's good old Indiana weather.
That's Indiana for you.
Which was nice about Indiana weather is that if you didn't like the weather, just stand still, and within 10, 15 minutes it'd change.
Right.
It'd be snowing, and then I remember that. Driving home, sun, rain, then it was snow flurries, and it's like, wow.
You can get it all in one day there.
Yep.
That's right.
Only in Indiana. Now we're in Tennessee. Let's talk about Tennessee.
That's right, because we've got some events coming up, James.
Got a lot of events.
It is. April's going to be a busy month.
Yep.
Busy month. So people can't complain there's nothing to do because there's a lot going on.
Not next weekend. Is it next weekend? Yeah, it's next weekend.
Well, it's beginning this weekend.
Let's talk about some things. You got some stuff coming up tonight. Let's start with tonight.
Okay.
What do you have tonight?
Tonight is the Starfish, Bradley Initiative for Church and Family here in Cleveland. It's having their first annual. Well, I'll say annual because they say they're going to do this every year. So You Think You've Got Talent contest.
Uh-oh.
Now, they've already got the finalists, so the show's all ready to go. And so tonight you can go and see, and they've got judges. We had her on the show. She talked about that. They've got judges. You can see all the local talent here in the community.
They've got some out-of-town talent, too, coming in.
Do they? I can't remember.
She said there was some coming up from, like, Georgia, some places in Georgia.
I don't remember. You would remember. You remember everything.
No, I don't.
No, you don't. But it's tonight. It's at 7 p.m., and it's going to be at Bradley Central High School. It's in the Fine Arts Center. And tickets, it says tickets in advance are $8 or $12 at the door. So I would assume that if you called them today, that would be considered in advance.
Could you call at the door?
That's true.
You call at the door and say, hey,
that's before
I'm right around the corner. I'm right around the corner. Can I get a couple of advance tickets?
That's right.
Before the doors open.
And children 5 and under are free to this event.
Okay.
And so support that.
So we would get them free then, because we only have 2 kids. We don't have 5 children.
Children 5 and under.
Yeah, we have only 2 children. That's less than 5.
Let's get literal, Jenner.
All right. So are you going to be on there? You going to do a talent?
No.
She sings like Janet Jackson. For those who remember Janet Jackson, she sings like that.
No.
She was singing in a car one day and singing along with the radio and everything, and I reached over and turned it off. And it was when we were newlyweds. We were still just a couple months being married, and I hadn't really heard her sing before. And I flipped it off, and she was over there just belching it out, and she stopped singing, and she won't sing in front of me since.
That's it. It's done.
But she sounded like Janet Jackson in the Rhythm Nation song. That's what it sounded like to me.
You're funny, James. You're funny. Now you've got something coming up this weekend,
yes,
too.
Yes, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, April 6th and 7th, is the Chattanooga Powwow on the River. That's preserving family and culture. That's hosted by the Native American Services of Tennessee. We had Tamara Hicks on the show last week, and talking about it, and it's coming up, and there's just a lot of stuff here. We've got got some stuff. It says come join us, bring lawn chairs. It said bring a lawn chair or a blanket,
definitely bring something
and it's
to
at
sit
the
on.
First Tennessee Pavilion, aka the Chattanooga Market Building down in Chattanooga, and it just says there's a lot of stuff. There's competitions going on. There's drum contests. You can win $1,000 for playing the drums. Where's David at when you need him?
Exactly. He was practicing on the drums at church last night.
There's some gourd dancing. There's some. I think she said there's going to be some bow making, some tomahawk. I think making. There's going to make some stuff, some beads, and just different stuff. There's going to be vendors.
Important to you is food.
And there's
that
vendors.
was important to you.
And the thing I want to try, that's why we're going to go, is I want to try the gator. They're going to have alligator down there.
You're going to wrestle a gator.
I'm going to wrestle right there with my teeth. I'm going to eat it. Oh, it's probably on a stick. Just eat it off the stick. You know, I'm going to say, you know what, Gator Boy's going to have nothing on me.
I'll get some pictures.
Yeah.
Take some pictures.
We'll bring some next week. Me wrestling a gator.
And
so they're going to have vendors, foods of all types. You know, and going to have a ton of different things going on. There's some Native American dances, some different traditions that they do, and just come out and see it. There is a cost. Adults are $7. Age 3 or under are free. Age 65 and older are free. Students and sponsors, employees with IDs are $5. Kids 4 to 12 are $4. So you know, members of the military, retired or current, and EMS, fire, and police are all free with ID.
Okay.
So we have that. And adults, they've got the adults at age 13 to 64. Simon's an adult.
He's an adult.
He's an adult. So we have that going on. And what else do you have? You have something else?
Nope, that was all I had. Oh, I do.
I do.
Paint the Town Periwinkle
Yes.
is April the 13th. That's next Saturday. And it's going to start with a 5K run and walk. And it's a family fun day, so an event for everyone to come out to. And I'm sure Stacey Alexander, we had her on the show. And she had a phenomenal story, a testimony of her healing.
Right.
And so she's very passionate about this. And, you know, she was wanting to raise money to go toward this esophageal cancer awareness, and
I
so
think her target goal is 25,000.
25,000. That's right. That's right.
And so people need to sign up. You can go. There's going to be a 5K walk. That's $25 to participate in that. But you know what? If you just want to give the $25 to them and not walk, I'm sure they'll take that.
I'm sure
or any
she would.
donation. I mean, any type of donation. And if you want to get together with a group of people and go up there and just make a large donation, I mean, like I said, she's trying to raise $25,000 for this cause, and that's next week.
Right. The registration begins at noon. It says they'll begin with the opening remarks, and then the run begins at 1:30, and then the walk at 1:40. And then at 3 p.m. the entertainment begins, all the festivities.
There's going to be bands, I believe.
Right. She's got all kinds of people coming.
Goes till 9 p.m.
9 p.m. and it's at Athens Regional Park there in Athens, Tennessee.
Okay.
It says
banners are up.
Yep.
Flyers are up, courtesy of us, just
Simon J. Marketing. That's right.
We donated the banners and signs to the cause. You know, we want to do our part of it and everything. So you see the signs and banners. We did do those for them. Also, I have next week. This is going to be next Saturday, Sunday. There's a lot to do. It's called Chalk the Walk. It's going to be down. It's the Cleveland Public Arts Festival on the Greenway. You can get down there. It's going to be food, fun, and art for the whole family. You can get for $10. Get a 5x5 square. Get down there and just draw on it. You know, it's you know, and just draw something on there. It's kind of raising funds for the Greenway to do some stuff. Chalk is provided. Whoop FM live remote's going to be there, and that's April 13th from 10 to 3 p.m. And it's at the former First Tennessee Bank on Raider Drive, right across from the school there. So that's going on, and also here on campus at the college is the College Green Day, and that's also next That's next Saturday, April 13th, from 10 to 2. So you're going to have to split your time up or choose one or the other. But I say split it up. You know, spend a couple hours here, a couple hours there, and then head on out to Athens to the 5K. But that's here in the courtyard with the students. There's going to be students, service building, and the library right there. And there'll be door prizes. There's crafts. Last year, Stacey and I went there. Didn't expect what we saw. I mean, it was a lot of stuff going on we didn't know. We didn't bring the kids. And there was a lot of stuff for the kids to do. There was there's little crafts and little things to teach them.
Very educational.
Very educational. It's all about green, making the world green and doing something green. So that's why it's called Green Day. It's trying to bring in things green related. And so there was a lot of stuff. They was giving away trees. There was somebody there that had honey. I think there was a massage place. Just everything. I mean, just come out and enjoy that. And like I said, just right around the corner down Peerless to Raider Drive. You get to Chalk the Walk, so you can get that. So tonight, talent show. Tomorrow night, we've got the tomorrow and Sunday we've got the Chattanooga Powwow, and then next Saturday you have the 5K in Athens, Paint the Town Periwinkle, and you have also the
Chalk the
Walk, and the Green Day here on campus. So got a lot, and also this month I just got 3 days I need to bring up is April 22nd is Earth Day, April 24th is Administrative Professionals Day. So you're supposed to celebrate somebody, celebrate the person in the office who makes your job a little easier. So I'm expecting the presents.
I think you make mine a little more difficult.
I don't know about that. And then April 26th is Arbor Day, which is Plant a Tree Day. So go to Green Day, get your tree, and
plant it on Arbor Day.
Plant it on Arbor Day.
There
now, you have to wait a couple weeks, 13 days, but put it in a planner or something until then. Right. Well, let's go ahead and talk about the show. What who we have as guests.
Great lineup today. Very excited today.
We're excited. So don't go away. We won't give away. We'll have our first guest back in a moment, but. Actually, we have two guests.
We have two guests.
Two guests coming on. There'll be two guests coming on next, and so go grab a cup of coffee. Got 3 minutes 35 seconds before commercials are over. So grab the cup of coffee, get back, see the rest of the commercials, and see our first guest. We'll see you in just a few moments.
What is the gridiron? At its core, the gridiron is a product of a group of college men who believe in doing more than what we're expected to do. We believe that we're called to use our gifts and our talents for the betterment of the world.
So welcome to the gridiron, 50 straight hours of football. Call us crazy, but we're taking what we're good at and what comes naturally and putting it to use for the benefit of others.
By playing 50 hours of football, we're not only smashing the previous world record, but attempting to raise over $80,000 in the process.
Meet the people of Andong, Cambodia. Over 6,000 people living in a displaced village with no electricity, sewers, schools, nothing.
However, there is hope. People for Care and Learning has developed a radically innovative solution to building an entire city from the ground up.
All of this is happening April 4th through April 6th. We're putting our bodies on the line for the people of Andong, and we need your help to make our sacrifice worthwhile.
Only through you can our big dreams become big actions.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
Welcome back, folks. Glad you're back here with us again. And as you see, we've got a couple new guests here with us. Nate, welcome to the show today.
I'm glad to be here. Hey, Kevin, aren't you glad to be here?
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Are you certain?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
There's no doubt in my mind.
There's nothing else in there either, is there?
Yeah, I think you better let him have it.
Well, Nate, we appreciate you being here, and Kevin, we also appreciate you being here this morning. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well,
He's talking about me.
Oh, okay.
Well, I got started in ventriloquism about 1977, and I did it just very briefly, and then I laid it down. I didn't do it very much after that. I started learning from Jimmy Nelson when I was 14-year-old, and then just a little while back, a couple years ago, I picked it back up. Had a lot of catching up to do, and been to the Vent Convention, and we just travel around. We do a wide variety of different types of shows, and we have a lot of fun doing it, don't we, Nate?
Yeah, we do.
Now you've got Nate here. I mean, is he the one that started out with you? I mean, that's who you started with, Nate?
Well, I actually started out with a Danny O'Day figure back years ago, the same type of figure that Jimmy Nelson had used, and then I ended up with Nate a couple of years ago. I designed Nate myself, and
He done a poor job of it too.
no, I didn't do a poor job of it. Everybody thinks you're cute.
Yeah.
Well, he's been really my main sidekick. I've got a couple other figures that I travel around with, and we just have a great time.
Hey, how long did the doctor say you had to wear that shirt?
What do you mean?
You look sick in it.
No, I don't look sick in the shirt.
Oh, well, what do you think he looks in it?
Looks good in it.
He's blind.
No, he's not blind either. He's not blind. But anyway, that's how I got started several years back. And
Hey, can I tell him about my new dog?
yeah, tell him about your new dog.
He climbs the drapes and he gets on the furniture. He gets on the table. He's just something else.
He don't even have a shot yet, does he?
If I keep him, I'm gonna have to shoot him.
Yeah. So, but what do you think about Nate?
Nate's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, he's a pretty good guy. He's a pretty good guy.
That's more than I can say for you.
No. But did you have anything else you wanted to ask me?
Yeah. Okay. Now, with this, I mean, you said you're getting back into it, back into doing ventriloquist. What are you looking for? What venues do you look for to go? I mean, you do parties, corporate venue. I mean, what do you do?
Well, I do a wide variety of things. We do a lot of churches, and I'm actually open to do cruises and corporate events. We do a wide variety of things. It's just a number of different things that we do, and it really doesn't matter. We're open to parties, just whatever people are interested in.
Okay. And normally, I mean, it's just something. I mean, you said cruises.
Yeah. I've not done any cruises yet, but we're starting to open to that.
And you said you have several others. I mean, Nate's not the only one you have that you travel with.
Well, I actually have a possum, and I've got a new character coming that we haven't been out with yet. He's actually a macaw bird, and we're going to start doing some things with him, developing character with him. And we haven't done that yet, but we're working on it.
Okay, well, Nate, what do you think about this new one?
Oh, I don't know. I'm afraid they're gonna take over.
I don't think they're gonna take over. You're still my main sidekick.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. He's my main sidekick, and we're excited that you're having us on the show here today, and just glad to talk to you.
Right. Now, Nate, you got anything else to say? You got anything to tell anybody? Any jokes that you like?
Oh, I'm full of it. I'm just glad you didn't tell him how good he's doing, because it'd all go to his head and he'd get top heavy.
Yeah. No.
You already got it down low.
No, we're not even gonna go there.
You're kind of big back there, too. You had to grow out front to keep them falling over.
No. We're not even gonna go there.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's just great to be here, and I don't know what else to say right now. I just got so many things I could say.
Well, say them all.
Well, I don't know if he'll let me or not.
Well, you're the one that's you're pretty much the one in control here.
Well, you're always putting words in my mouth. I know that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm always putting words in your mouth, ain't I?
You sure are. Yeah, you're something else, you know it?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm something else, ain't I?
Yeah, but you know what? Without me, you wouldn't have the show.
No, I wouldn't have a show without you, would I?
No, you certainly wouldn't. Well, you know what? You're kind of nice looking yourself. I bet she thinks so.
Yeah,
I do. I'm pretty partial to him.
Yeah, but I notice you're sitting closer than me.
Yes.
Yeah. They say I'm kind of cute.
Yeah, you are kind of cute, aren't you?
Yeah. Even though you're the one that designed it, I guess you done a pretty good job.
Yeah, I did a pretty good job, didn't I?
Yeah.
Actually, I paid a company in Arizona to build Nate for me. I designed him a couple years ago, and company in Arizona built him for me, and they done a great job. Don't you think they done a great job on him?
Yep, they did.
He's got a wide variety of things. Yeah, he could do a lot. Actually, his eyelids move, either one at a time, or both of them. Of course, his mouth opens and shuts, and he just does a number of different things. He actually spits.
Yeah, we've
experienced that.
Yeah, we're not going to do that on the show today, though.
No, we're not going to do that on the show today. Look at his eyebrows. That's pretty cool, ain't it?
Now you just got to give him do the cat whistle, or the wolf whistle, I guess you say. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we met Nate, I think, earlier this year.
Last year
wasn't it? At the one of the youth rallies that our church the church was having up on Signal Mountain. And yeah, we learned real quick that he spits.
Yeah, I remember that. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. We played some basketball, didn't we?
Yeah. We played some basketball, and
there was a lot of food there, wasn't there?
Not after you got through line, Nate.
What's that?
After you got through line, there was no food left.
What are you looking at?
He's blaming it on me, and you're the one that picked up all the food. You could tell by looking.
Yeah, you can tell by looking, can't you?
Yeah, he's the eater in the family.
We've got one of those.
I don't eat.
You don't eat?
Nope. I got a gland problem.
Gland problem.
Yeah. My saliva gland says eat.
Sure. Now Nate and Kevin, they have a website.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have to say it because you get the words I can't pronounce. You know. Smoky Mountain.
Too many phonics for.
Yeah, it's SmokyMountainVentriloquist.com, and you can go in there and see what we're all about.
I'm saying get on there. I actually got a YouTube video on there and got some more coming. They can go into your YouTube channel and see some videos of you and Nate. And actually I think you had another one coming, don't you?
He's got a few more coming here pretty soon.
I tell you what, he keeps trying to talk to me, and you just take over.
Well, that's what I'm here for, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, that's what you're here for. But yeah, we have a few more videos coming on the website here before too awfully long, and right now we've got Possible Possum on there, and then here pretty soon we've got Nate going to be on there, and
I'm kind of anxious for that.
Yeah, you're kind of anxious for that. He's my main sidekick, and he always likes to take over on the show. There's something about Nate though. He's kind of jealous.
I'm not jealous.
Well, you always get a little flustered when I have Possible or any other character on the show.
Yeah. I just don't want him to take over.
Yeah, no, I know you don't want him to take over, but you're still always going to be my sidekick.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Does he let you drive, Nate?
Oh, I'll tell you what. You should have seen what happened on the way over here. Come on, tell him what happened.
No, we're not going to tell him.
Come on, tell him what happened. He got pulled over.
No, we ain't even going to go there.
Come on, tell him what that cop said to you.
Well, he come up to the window and I pulled the window down. He said, I've been waiting right here for you all day.
Yeah, and Kevin said, I got here just as fast as I could.
Yeah. You had to bring that up, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. You gotta watch the way you drive. You get in a suitcase and I'll drive.
No. I'm not gonna get in the suitcase.
He makes you ride that suitcase all the time, huh, Nate?
Oh, yeah. He always puts me in the suitcase. I never know where I'm going until I get there. He opens the lid and I see a different ceiling. And it's kind of scary.
I bet.
Yeah. I have nightmares in the suitcase.
Yeah. You have nightmares in the suitcase. He don't like me put him in the suitcase. Matter of fact, we were performing somewhere. I can't remember where it was at right now, and there was a little girl that didn't like me putting him in the suitcase. Of course, we sang Southern gospel music, my family and I do, and I had been performing with Nate, and I got done and put him in the suitcase, and a little girl started crying. Boy, she was pitching a fit, and they had to pick her up, her mother did, and just walk out to church with her because she was starting to make a scene.
Don't you wish you was that popular?
Yeah, I wish I was that popular. Yeah.
Maybe we need to put Kevin in a crate and see who cries to get him out.
His wife tried to put him in there a time or two.
No. My wife ain't tried to put me in there a time or two.
No, but she's trying to get you to sleep in the doghouse.
No, she don't make me sleep in the doghouse. She kind of likes me.
I don't know why.
You don't know why, huh?
No. I'll tell you what, I'm just glad you had me here today.
Well, we appreciate you being here. And thanks for bringing Kevin along with you, too.
Yeah, he's kind of nice to have along. It's kind of hard for me to do anything without him.
That's probably true, and he probably thinks the same about you.
Oh, yeah, I think the same way about Nate. He pretty much makes it for me.
You can blame everything on Nate.
Yeah, he blames everything on me. Every time something happens, it's always my fault.
Yeah, it's always your fault, ain't it?
Yeah. I get blamed for more things. You tickle me so much, I start to feel like a nose.
Yeah, he's starting to feel like a nose.
Well, Nate, we're down to a couple minutes. You want to let us know how to get a hold of you to have, and I guess Kevin too is let us know how to get a hold of your phone number, website, everything that someone gets a hold of you to have a to have you out there to do a show or something.
Okay, yeah, I'd be glad to tell you. You never know who's going to answer the phone when you call. It might be me or it might be Kevin.
Yeah, it could be either one of us. But you can call us at area code 423, and the phone number is 605-6529, or you can contact us at SmokyMountainVentriloquist.com, and we have all kinds of information on the website, and feel free to call and ask any questions, and if I don't have the answer, maybe Nate does.
Oh, I got all the answers.
Yeah, you got all the answers, don't you?
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot for having us.
Well, we appreciate it.
We're just so excited to be here.
We can tell you look excited.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, you're excited to be here too, aren't you, Kevin?
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to be excited without you being excited.
Yep. We do it together.
Well, we're going to have to go to a commercial break, but again, thanks to Kevin and Nate for being here. And you're going to go back in that crate. You're going to go back in your box over there, Nate.
Oh, no. Can't the show go on a little longer?
It will, but you won't be seeing it from the crate, I guess.
You going to let me watch the commercial?
Yeah, I guess I'll let you watch the commercial. That way you can stay out a little longer. Okay, well,
all right. Well, thanks for being here today, folks. We're going to go to commercial break. We have our next guest being on here. It's going to be on here in just a couple minutes, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
What is the gridiron? At its core, the gridiron is a product of a group of college men who believe in doing more than what we're expected to do. We believe that we're called to use our gifts and our talents for the betterment of the world.
So welcome to the gridiron. 50 straight hours of football. Call us crazy, but we're taking what we're good at and what comes naturally and putting it to use for the benefit of others.
By playing 50 hours of football, we're not only smashing the previous world record, but attempting to raise over $80,000 in the process.
Meet the people of Andong, Cambodia. Over 6,000 people living in a displaced village with no electricity, sewers, schools, nothing.
However, there is hope. People for Care and Learning has developed a radically innovative solution to building an entire city from the ground up.
All of this is happening April 4th through April 6th. We're putting our bodies on the line for the people of Andong, and we need your help to make our sacrifice worthwhile.
Only through you can our big dreams become big actions.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
Welcome back, folks, and we're here with our next guest and one of our returning guests on several occasions.
One of your
It's our backup
right.
guest. He's our last-minute guest. He's our one that say, "Hey, we need another guest."
But this time was planned out, James.
Yeah.
This was on purpose. We have Hurley Buff. Welcome, Hurley.
Thank you very much. It's very good to be here, as usual.
As usual.
I mean, you're one of the few people too that get up early in the morning and get here on time. And
Well, we aim to please, but yeah, I'll show up. All you have to do is say there's a camera involved. I'll show up.
yeah, well, there's some cameras involved.
Just one or two.
So what's new, Hurley? And tell us what's new since the last time it was on. About a month.
Oh, well, let me tell you about the meeting we had yesterday with our board of directors.
Okay.
The incubator has elected a new president.
Okay.
Mr. Jeff Morlock with Insurance Incorporated has been our president for the last 3 years, and he's served admirably. But our board has a 3-year term limit on our presidents, so we keep it fresh, keep new ideas coming in. Yesterday, Mr. Bo Burris was elected to be our new president,
Okay.
so he took over immediately, and we're going to train him and raise him up right, and I'm sure that he'll be an excellent addition as our president for the next 3 years.
Which that's important to us, Stacy and I, because we're in the incubator.
It certainly
so
is. Yes.
So that that's news to us. That affects us one way or the other. So that's
well,
one way
then you will be well assured to know that Bo Burris has been on our board of directors for several years now. I believe he came on in 2006. He's definitely dedicated to the cause of the incubation program. as is all our board members. I can't say enough about our board of directors because they're all volunteer. None of them are paid anything to do this work. They volunteer their time, their resources, and they come to my aid whenever I call. I certainly can't say a bad thing about anybody on our board of directors. And it is leaders from the community, from the worlds of education, of commerce, entrepreneurs. It's a very broad cross section. Right. We have a representative from the Chamber of Commerce, from the Tennessee Valley Authority, from several different banks, from the college, of course. So we're very well represented. Right. And these folks are not only there to govern the incubator, but they're also there to lend advice and to give some practical experience to the incubator tenants. So, I'm one person, and I do my best to counsel all the tenants in both the incubation center and the innovation center. But of course, two heads are always better than one. I've always been able to call on this board and say, hey, I've got a tenant that could use your particular expertise. So they're always willing to help out. A real volunteer spirit among that board, much like in the incubator itself, because I would not be able to do my job if it weren't for the volunteers and the helpful people like yourself, James, that come to my aid from time to time. We certainly, being a nonprofit organization and not receiving any funds from any government or state agency, I have to rely on the help of others who volunteer their particular expertise to help me keep the incubation program going. So definitely that's the kind of spirit that runs through the Innovation Center and the incubator as well. So that's something that prospective tenants could look forward to. One of the things that is a detriment to a new business getting started is a new business owner feels very alone, very isolated, and kind of out on an island all by themselves. That's a great thing about a business incubator, that a lot of people wouldn't know and you don't necessarily see looking at things on the surface. But just the camaraderie and having people around you that are going through the same things that you are, that's a big help when you're starting a new business.
Well, there's like so many people under that roof of that building, from all walks of life. It's like yesterday I was running around, I needed a table saw, so I found somebody that had a table saw. Then I went on down and then later on I needed snips. I couldn't cut through a sign bracket, so I found somebody with the snips, and they got out there, and Dave was nice enough to get out there with the hacksaw and hack all them little pieces, because it would have taken me forever to do it. But just go up and down the hallway and find what you need. I mean, it's right there. A lot of stuff is right under that one roof.
Well, there's a lot of business goes on up and down those halls. A lot of it's barter, because a service like what you provide could be used for a computer company when they can provide you service on the other side. So there's a lot of that goes on up and down the halls. But the place is more like a big, and I think you'd agree with this, the place is more like a big apartment house than it is a business complex.
Right.
I'm sure there's drama there.
I have no doubt of that. There's probably some going on with us over here now. But, but it's good drama. Right. I mean, everybody has their little meltdowns because of this, that, or the other business problem, but that's what we're all there for, is to support each other and to be each other's psychologists from time to time.
Well, sometimes it's nice to have somebody encourage you,
It is,
You think, well, am I doing the right thing here? And then somebody will say something, and
exactly.
you realize they've been there, they know.
Exactly.
Or they're in the middle of it.
Yeah, or they're in the middle of it. Yeah, we found that out too.
Well, and that's one of the reasons that we have anchor tenants in our building, is because those folks that have already been doing this for a while, they're there to not only give you practical advice, but sometimes, let's face it, to be a shoulder to cry on, because everybody goes through those reversals. Everybody loses a big client, or everybody has a bad debt. Everybody has that supplier that at the last minute says, oh, I can't get you that, and then you're scrambling, and so that happens to the very smallest businesses we have, all the way to the very largest businesses we have. It's happened to some of our anchors. But at least with the kind of support you have from the community that's at the Innovation Center or Incubator, either one, at least you've got somebody you can talk to. You're not out there all alone, and you can get good, sage, practical advice.
Right.
Now, having said that, I don't want to short anybody. You know, the Tennessee Small Business Development Center is at Cleveland State as well, and they're there to offer that kind of advice and whatnot. But, of course, a service like theirs, while it's extremely valuable and they do a great job of mentoring and advising the businesses that come to them, you don't have the immediacy. You know, you can't run down the hall to your next door neighbor, my car's overheating, you know. It's that kind of thing. So while there are professionals there to give you that professional advice, there's the people next door to pat you on the back and say, you know, don't sweat it, ain't nothing but a thing, you'll get over it.
You get over it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and there's that. I mean, yeah, it's up and down the hallway. You just go, stay down the hallway. You want to talk to somebody, stay down the hallway. You'll run into somebody 2 or 3 minutes. Somebody coming and going. There's always somebody coming and going somewhere, and they'll stop and talk. I mean, everyone's friendly. I don't know if anybody really would pass by that, you know, just ignores you and totally goes past you.
No.
Unless it's me, you know, because I'm like that from time to time. No, I mean, the concept of the water cooler conversation is alive and well.
We need a water cooler right there in the lobby area.
I'm working on that, James. I'm working on that. But yeah, we're going to have a little break room when we can get together, and then the gossip can widen. But
no, it's a support system.
It is a support system. If a lot of times, if I'm being glib when I'm out and about in the world, if somebody asks me what's it like to run a business incubator, I just look at them very squarely and say, do you have teenage children? But the truth of the matter is, a big part of my job is being the psychologist, you know, and being there for them to come and just. My office is the room where a new entrepreneur can come in, take the face off, leave the game for a minute, and go to pieces if they want to, you know, and I'm there to listen, and they know that my office is the one place where it's not going to leave that office. They can come in and just be as totally unguarded and real as they care to get. And after that 5-10 minutes there, they're going to leave and go back to their office refreshed and ready to meet what's coming. So yeah, I consider that a big part of my job. You know,
widen your office. You only got 2 chairs in there.
But that's the reason I have to have
church benches in there.
Okay, if we have to start putting pews in, then I'm going to have to
hire
hire
some
some
confessional
help.
booths in there, you know.
Well, a confessional booth is kind of the way that it's set to be. That's why there's only 2 chairs, James. No, but it's the most fulfilling work that I've ever done. In another life, I actually was a communications supervisor for the 911 system. And even though you could see yourself directly being a help, and sometimes saving a life by being the person on the other end of that call, I still can't say that I found it as rewarding as what I do with the business incubator, because to see people who really want to transform their life and to make a better life for themselves and their family, it's very heartwarming to me to be able to say that I was a little bitty part of that. And I take pride in watching these people come in and their hard work and their efforts and their prayers, it being paid off and then being rewarded with a successful business and a better life for them and their children. Which, I mean, you know, in the long run, that's what we all want. You know, so these folks that with the entrepreneurial spirit, and I say that very tongue-in-cheek because a lot of times that means they just can't stand anybody telling them what to do. They come in and they know they make their business successful, and they no longer have to worry about keeping bankers' hours or a boss, you know, an irate boss to have to deal with on a daily basis. So for a lot of people, it's the right answer. All it takes is trying. The only ones that I can really say have ever failed at running their own business are the ones who quit. You know, the ones that are bound and determined, and they have that persistence. Eventually they succeed. It may not be overnight, but a lot of our graduates are what I call 4-year overnight successes. So.
We've got 3 more years.
At least.
Yeah, we've got a year under our belt, huh?
Yeah, we got our first year under. Well, Hurley, we're going to go to a break, but we'll come back in a minute. We continue to talk with Hurley.
I'll let you.
Because I'm thinking we've got an event coming up, too, that we need to talk about.
Certainly do.
So, folks, don't go away. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes and continue to talk with Hurley.
What is the gridiron? At its core, the gridiron is a product of a group of college men who believe in doing more than what we're expected to do. We believe that we're called to use our gifts and our talents for the betterment of the world.
So welcome to the gridiron, 50 straight hours of football. Call us crazy, but we're taking what we're good at and what comes naturally and putting it to use for the benefit of others.
By playing 50 hours of football, we're not only smashing the previous world record, but attempting to raise over $80,000 in the process.
Meet the people of Andong, Cambodia. Over 6,000 people living in a displaced village with no electricity, sewers, schools, nothing.
However, there is hope. People for Care and Learning has developed the radically innovative solution to building an entire city from the ground up.
All of this is happening April 4th through April 6th. We're putting our bodies on the line for the people of Andong, and we need your help to make our sacrifice worthwhile.
Only through you can our big dreams become big actions.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
Welcome back, folks, and we're still here with Hurley because we were not finished with our conversation.
Must be donuts and coffee back there.
Must be.
Well, sure, of course. Or I'd left a long time ago.
That's right.
Anyway, something I wanted to bring up, I wanted to talk to you guys about for anybody in your audience that might be interested in starting a business of their own. We have a rare occurrence. I have a office that is going to become available at the incubator that nobody on the inside is screaming for. So we've got an office that's it's about 200 square feet, maybe a little better than that. The beginning rent on it is $149 a month. So, I mean, just about anybody could afford that wanting to start a small business. Right. But you get so much more than just space for those dollars. Would you not agree?
I would agree.
I bet
totally.
you would agree.
And if you do call in and get with Hurley about that, make sure that you drop James or Stacy Dunn's name, because we will get credit for that you saw here, and you give us as a reference. And
you might get credit for it, but that's all that you'll get. But you can certainly give me a call at my office. The number is area code 423-478-6476. Or you can check out our new website that Mr. Dunn was very good to provide us with. It's at www.cbbi.net. And CBBI is our initials. That stands for Cleveland Bradley Business Incubator. That'll
Right.
be a good way to remember it.
It's a
CBBI.
whole lot easier
When
to
you
say,
call in,
isn't it?
make sure
Yeah,
you
it's
give
a
my
whole
name.
lot easier to say.
Give me my name when you call in.
Which
I want that credit.
Really, the audience ought to go and check out our website.
There's a lot of information there. I mean,
there is a lot of information there, and of course, James was very good to donate that site to us, and we've certainly used the hound out of it.
Yeah.
So, really great website, and a lot of information there, a lot of good information, especially if you're interested in starting a business and you're just in those planning stages. Then by all means, visit our website, get my number, come by the office, and let's talk about it. Certainly no obligation.
Yeah. Well, it's it's more than just a space,
It is more than just a space. Now, we do have some spaces available at the Innovation Center as well. And the Innovation Center is the satellite facility of the Business Incubator that we use that space for green businesses. Now, that covers a lot of territory. Alternative energies. If you have a green twist on an old idea, we've got a gentleman down there now who does spray foam insulation, which of course insulation's been around longer than any of us have. But this spray insulation that this gentleman uses is 30% more efficient than your regular everyday insulation, fiberglass insulation and whatnot, and is friendlier to the environment. So, you know, we've in the past had some interest from some folks that they did dry cleaning, and yet the chemical, if you want to call it a chemical, that they used to clean their clothes with was safe enough to turn up and drink. I mean, you could water your plants there with it. So that's the kind of thing that we're looking for. Something that is super environmentally friendly, that is where something used to be very detrimental to the environment, such as with detergents or whatnot. Or you may have a holistic business that you want to start. You know, it's all about healthy living and you know, good for the environment, new ideas and innovation, literally, in those fields that are going to make life better for all our kids and our grandkids as time goes. Now, I've got 3 spaces down there that are available right now that are ready for immediate occupancy. So anybody that has an idea for a green business that would like to come and have a look at the Innovation Center, then I'll be more than happy to give them a tour, and we'll see how we can help you start that business and get it off the ground.
Now, there are actually bays down there, correct?
Those are manufacturing bay type space. A lot of people would call it warehouse space.
Okay.
But they can be fashioned and fitted to do whatever you need for them to do.
They came with heat, air.
They have heat, air conditioning. They have their own private restroom. Very versatile space.
Right.
So there's all kinds of things that can be done there, and you don't really have to limit yourself to a manufacturing type business. We have one lady down there who she has created her own line of natural beauty products. She makes things like massage oils and lip balms and moisturizers, bug spray and room deodorizer and things like that. All of the ingredients in those products is all natural. The process that she makes them with is all natural, and then the bottling and packaging she puts it in is all natural. And she also demonstrates her products there. You know, she has a licensed massage therapist there to demonstrate the different kinds of oils. You can pick the scent that you prefer, and I mean, you know, that's not only healthy for the body, but healthy for the environment. So, I mean, she's kind of killing 2 or 3 birds with one stone down there.
Right, and the way she designed her bay inside is, you know.
Exactly. I mean, she has 2 massage rooms, an esthetician room, and then she has her little manufacturing area where she develops her product, bottles it, or cans it, and just, you know, depending on what it is. And that's where she makes her products, and it's of course distributed wholesale. And you know, she's doing some great things down there for both people and the environment.
Right.
So yeah, she is killing 2 or 3 birds in one. And I think what she did with the bay is beautiful.
Oh, it is.
I mean, it's decorated to where it almost looks like retail space.
Right.
You know? So her and her husband have worked very hard to bring it to that point. But that just goes to what I'm saying. It's a very versatile space, you know, and we definitely do everything we can to accommodate whatever kind of business goes in either center.
There's a lot of different. There is a lot of different businesses.
There is. We've got a smorgasbord of businesses, and that's why it's so easy to say. It's like at the board meeting yesterday at noon. You know, some different ideas were being thrown around the table by the board members, and at just about every turn I was like, yeah, we've got somebody downstairs can do that. Or, yeah, we've got somebody over at the Innovation Center, that's what they do. So it's very easy for me to shop in-house, so to speak.
Kind of a proud moment for you there, because you
it kind of is too.
It
didn't hurt. I'll put it that way. Yeah, exactly.
You can do that. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you guys were one of the ones that we talked about, but
and we've got one across the hall. That's so glad you're here. I don't have to get in my car and go anywhere.
Exactly. But it makes it easy for the tenants too, because when you're running a new business, you know, time is one thing you definitely are running short of most of the time.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah, and when you, instead of running across town to see your accountant, you can run down the hall, and if you need your IT guy, he's your next door neighbor, and you know, your paper supplier is right upstairs. Yeah, it makes life very easy.
It is, definitely.
That's another plus of being in the business.
Well, Hurley, we got only a couple minutes left. If you want to go ahead and just tell everybody again how to get it in hold of you, you know, if they're interested in that. Sure.
Well, definitely, your audience should go to our website and check it out. It's www.cbbi.net. And then you can contact me at my office at area code 423-478-6476. And I'll be able to help you with either the incubator or the innovation center, either one.
Okay. Well, folks, we're down to just about a minute or so left. We want to thank Hurley for being on here today.
My pleasure, as always.
We always appreciate her to be on. He's got a lot of information. Got a lot of other stuff we want to get to at some point in time to talk about. But that's why we keep having him on here, because we can keep pulling some more out and pull some more out. We also want to thank Nate and Kevin, or Kevin and Nate, whatever way we,
Nate
we don't.
And Kevin. Yeah, Nate would like that extra.
Nate would like it. Nate, he's over there in a box somewhere sleeping, and I'm sure Kevin has found a place to sleep also. But we want to thank them for being on here today. And folks, we'll see you again next Friday. You know, be here again, but don't forget the things that's going on. You know, the talent show tonight. Tomorrow we have. Tomorrow on Sunday is the. Powwow, Chattanooga Powwow, and then next week you got the Chalk the Walk, you've got the Paint the Town Periwinkle, and you have the Green Day event. So
I was going to say, can I add the Green Day event? That's April the 13th from 10 till 2 right here at Cleveland State Campus. Come by.
And so stop by and see. We've got a lot of stuff going on. So see you again next Friday. So don't forget all these events, and if not, see us again next Friday, and we'll tell you the other events going on.